We're doing iron cardio. How's that sound? Iron cardio. That just means we're going to lift our kettlebells quickly today. You get our heart rate up. We're gonna have a bunch of different little sections. And it's gonna be lots of fun. So let's go ahead, just find ourselves on our mats, whatever way feels most delicious for you. Do you want to lay on your back? Do you want to lay on your side? Do you want to be on all fours? Do you want to be in child's pose? How are you, or do you want to keep standing? That's cool too. We are going to do our first movements on the floor. So you can choose what that feels like. But right now, it's not about trying to stretch into anything. We will do that. It's about, I'm going to land here right now. I'm going to just take a moment to allow anything that is held in my body, tension wise, I'm going to let it go. And how is my best posture to allow me to do that? How could I take more breaths in just to find a space where gravity's holding me, where I don't feel like I have to grip so tight? I could surrender just a little bit. And maybe that's a good time, and you'll start to notice where in your body are you finding that a little bit challenging? And with that realization, what does your body want to do with it? Not your mind, but your body. Does it want to change? Does it want a breath? Does it want a visual? Does it want you to do something to help it be heard, understood, felt, and invited to let go of whatever it is that it's feeling? Take your time there and notice if there's more than one spot, maybe just let one be heard and then go to the next. Inviting some movement in, doing that check-in, whatever feels best for you. I'm starting with my fingers and my toes, just moving them, getting clear on what it feels like to have them move. My hands and my feet. What do they need? What are they feeling like? Can I start to bring blood flow into them? My ankles and my wrists, my knees. And this is when we can start to add that movement in. A lot of times we just go into the stretches that we're looking to find change in, but we earn it from a place of accepting it. So that's what I invite you to just do. And that can look any way that your body wants. I invite you to put yourself in postures that you've never been in before, just because your body wants to go there. Moving that up and maybe noticing into elbows, right? Shoulders and the rib cage. Moving on into your pelvis. Just taking another inventory now, how that body's feeling after that movement. Is there any parts that need a little bit more attention and love? Or maybe just, hey, it's okay to stay there. We'll move forward together. You don't have to change if you're not ready, you're feeling tight. We'll work with that. We'll find a way around it. And just noticing with that realization, your body might have started to move in a way that feels like it's bringing that and not trying to just drag it with you. So what we're going to do is just come on in. I want you guys to grab your bells before so that you have a bell for some goblet prying lunge or squats. And then we're going to do some suitcase lunges as well. So you can go ahead and grab a weight. It's a warm-up weight. We're just starting to get into our bodies. Okay, and then we'll come back on all fours onto our mats. Nice. All right. So that kettlebell can be just set to the side. We're going to go ahead, notice our hands, our toes into the ground. Let's take that inhale and exhale, find that core. And then I'm going to invite you to set your knees down while you keep that core. So don't sink into the floor. Okay, keeping that core on. Let's just do some beats, rock backs, where we're keeping that alignment. Opening up through the back of the hips and then really feeling that nice gentle pull up through here to bring your shoulders over top of your wrists. Taking that breath, being aware of the inhale, going inside the rib cage and the pelvis, and then exhales, finding that nice gentle core stability, right? The right amount of pressure. From here, we're going to add in some bird dogs today. So find your middle, and you're going to take one leg out and punch it out. I want you to have the toe on the ground and just notice what that feels like. And I'll move up here a bit. And then lift it. Okay, so we don't want to lift it so high that we do a rib cage pop out. Okay, so let's find that spot where we push that heel out and then slightly lift it. From here, same with the arm. Get it out on the floor and then lift it where nothing really moves in the torso. From here, I want you to go ahead, turn your head towards that arm and then bring it back. We're going to, without moving that torso too much, we're going to bring that knee in, the hand to touch, and we're going to find that exact same spot and then rotate and then look back, keeping long in the neck. Good. Soft in the jaw, only going to what's available, that you don't start to feel like you're cranking into your neck. Okay, keep getting two more and noticing you're not going too high where you're losing your line. And notice if that is your tendency to think you have to go higher, just be with those thoughts. Okay, so same side, and you're going to turn your head. So notice that your head will turn, you're looking at the ground and rotate like this. You're not looking up at those fingers. It's coming here and here. Take a moment, notice how that feels after you got 5. Shake it out. What the body think of that? What'd you learn? What's new? What's felt? And then you can go ahead, come on up to all fours to find your plank again, just to settle it on. Knees will hover. Get on the back of your toes, curl your toes, get your knees off the ground. So just noticing, Kate, when you come up in that, you have lost. I'm going to show you here. When you're coming up and put your knees up, you tuck your tail in. I need you to keep that beast plank, that openness in the hips, the distance between the seat bones, and then breathe and come here so that it doesn't look like this when you come up. Okay, so keep that crease in the hips. Yeah, that's much better. Perfect. Then you're going to go ahead, set your knees down, guys. And then we're going to take that leg, punch it out, and get clear on what it feels like to keep that hip bone towards the floor, and then lift it slightly. Same with the arm. Slide it out, thumb up. Then you can rotate that chin, staying nice and level. Come on in without moving too quickly. Use your abdominals to bring the leg in. Come here, keeping the shoulder over and keeping that hip back, rib cage stacked. Okay, I'm going to come witness this for you. Nice. I like these lines. Ah, nice. Noticing what it feels like. Is there a connection when you turn your head to the rest of your body? That's what we're looking here for, awareness. A lot of times we just do movement and we're not like, oh, wow. Like for me on the one side, it is wild what I feel in my lower pelvic floor and around the back of my hip, my glute, when I turn my head. And that may be true for you or not. It might be somewhere else, but look for it. Remember, we know that about the brain. If we're looking for these small little changes that we can make, that's how delicious movement gets to be. We don't have to try and yank ourselves into new postures, new range of motions. Okay, give yourself nice kindness. Yeah, notice what you're doing on the other side. I notice those neck circles. That's cool. That's good for you to notice. Yeah, I see some moving into your hips. I see lots of cool movement after. And that is what I want you to start to notice and bring into our cardio today. Okay, so we are going to push it, but we needed to have this moment here that we felt. So let's start to bring some load. This is where we're going to come on in, stand up, get over our bells, goblet clean it up, and go for some prying squats. Nice. Oh, I feel pretty like solid in the ground, but yet soft. Kind of a great feeling. I want you to notice whatever you're feeling. Take that inhale and that exhale that you just had, and you just set in your bird dog, right? Shove your hips back like you just did. Come on up. Bring it into this goblet position. Feel that upper body strength, rib cage, pelvis stack. We're coming down into the bottom of our squat. Going to do a little rocking and rolling. Find the middle. Inhale, exhale out. Okay, so just no pressure to get into something. If this is where you are and you just need to do a little movement there, I don't want you to go into a place where you're tightening yourself back up. Find your bottom. Another thing that is really helpful here is to use something to hold you. Like you could use two handles of the door and just let it be holding you and being in your squat if you have something like that. Okay, just getting 5 of those, and then you're going to set down that weight. We're starting to meet that in the middle by adding load, finding the right amount of tension to match the load, and then being able to soften through the areas that need to be absorption for us. So let's just go for 5 squats, applying and feeling everything that we've done. We have a lot of squats today. Okay, so noticing that I want you to keep your hands still. We don't want when we go up, our arms to come down. So often we'll do this, but we're putting our arms in the opposite direction of what we're going. So if you want to use your arms, they should come down with you and up with you. Okay? Nice. Beautiful. Okay. What we're going to do next is we're going to have our kettlebells like a suitcase. We're going to hold into it like this. I'm going to need to go sideways because I'll probably slip with my socks. I'm going to put it on this side. You get the idea? Opposite leg's going to move. So I'm going to come on in, go for a lunge forward. If I can, I'm going to push and try and find my balance back. But if I need to do a little kickstand here, please do that. Goal is, could I push off, find my balance, come on down. We're going to get 3 of these on each side. Noticing when I come here, I'm opening up through that front of my hip. When I come here, opening up through the back of this hip. The other leg's doing a lot of spicy work. 3. So really 6 lunges, shake it out. And then we'll move over to the other side. Okay, this one is a little more challenging for me, and you'll probably find you have one too. So remember getting to the back of the hip on this side. Push. And see if I can find that balance point. Right, that front leg's always pushing off. From here, I'm opening up this hip, but when I come out, this leg pushes off. Six lunges in total. So in that front lunge, Kate, just be careful. You're heading into your toe. You want to make sure your full foot is on the floor. Can you do one more forward lunge for me? So a little bit more weight in the back of the heel. That was better. Yeah. Nice. Okay. All right. So we feel warm, yeah? Yeah. Gotta find my phone to remind me what we're doing next. Okay. Come on over here. Oh, please come back to it. Is everyone feeling warm? Feeling good? We're all prepped up? Yeah. We're gonna find a weight you could that you can. We're gonna goblet clean with 2 hands. We're gonna rest, and then we're gonna do 3 single arm swings, 3 cleans, and 3 squats. So that we're just starting to kind of get the body moving. So a medium-sized weight. All right, and then we're going to do this 2 rounds. Just noticing Deb's not there. Just wondering if maybe she had to actually go to the bathroom. I think she said she had to go and then didn't go. Yeah, there we go. You're back. Okay, so what we're doing is 10 goblet cleans. We're going to rest for 20. Then we're going to do 3 single arm swings, 3 cleans, 3 squats on each side. Then we're going to rest for 30 and do this 2 rounds. Just be with me, okay? That's your first auditory cue, your visual learning. Watch me, okay? So come on over. If you're kinesthetic, then you'll move with me. So we're kind of hitting it off, all right? Come on over, stand over top of it, find the back of your hips, and we're gonna go for those goblet cleans. So into that plank position, hips back, 2, good. Hinge dropping, absorbing that weight, overcoming it. Good, inhale here, exhale here. First one of the day, so just be kind. Take a moment and try not to rush into it. Invite some calm, some trust. We got 4 more to go. Owning all parts of this. So owning the top, being present through the middle and the bottom. Good. We got 1 more. And then set that down. Take a moment and notice what you feel. Yeah. And take 20-second break. And then what you're going to do is just get that kettlebell out front. We're going to do 3 single arm swings, 3 cleans, 3 squats. You guys have been here for a while, so try not to overthink it. Get in your body. Here we go. Take your inhale and your exhale. Shove your hips back, drag into those hamstrings. Patience for it to hit your zipper, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 3 cleans. Good. And then 3 front squats. Good. We're going to do a hand-to-hand swing, hand-to-hand, and 3 swings. 1, 2, 3. 3 cleans. Good. 3 squats. And set that down pretty. Take a 30-second break. Nice. Check in how you feel. Should be feeling pretty good. It's been a nice little progression of working ourselves into this. We're starting the cardio piece. Can you get it? The iron being the kettlebell, the cardio being our heart. We're putting heart. Oh my goodness, I like that name. Kettlebells and heart. Oh, that sounds fun. Okay. It's time to go. That was 30. So we're going back to the goblet cleans, stepping directly over top of that bell, being intentional with our breath, setting ourselves up, and then hips back, and taking time to really be with this. It's our first one to set intentions in our body. So if you're bypassing this, you're missing beautiful opportunity to feel safe here, to be able to find yourself in the middle where your joints are going to work really well for you. They feel safe. And you're going to hold the right amount of tension. You're not going to come from a place of survival. You're coming from a place of thriving. Okay. Whew, 5 more. Letting that breath help you, but not from that mechanical place. Feel it. Okay, not be like, oh, I got to inhale down, I got to exhale down. That's all in your thoughts. Feel it. Oh yeah, I absorb the weight. And then I overcome it. And my breath is helping me. And it feels really at ease. It feels powerful yet graceful. Okay, we got about 10 more seconds. We're heading into that single arm work. Reminding that you want to put that weight closer to the side that you're working with. Maybe take a nice little sway here to invite rhythm, but not beat. And you know what? You're going to make this your own, but I want to show you what I mean. I want you to put your body into this kind of sway. Okay, and notice it if you're just shifting your self side to side, how that feels. You literally can notice what you're doing from side to side. But if we beat it, still a rhythm, I guess, right? But it literally feels like you're jarring to each side. Does that make sense? Can you get what I'm talking about? So let's go ahead and find not so much, but like, ooh. I'm gonna have some weird coaching cues today, but give her a try and just find that smoothness within you. Okay, find your middle. Make this feel zen, even though it's quite challenging. Take an inhale, exhale, shove the hips back, find your hamstrings, find your lats, and let's have some fun here. And 1, 2, 3, and then 3 cleans. Find your power here. Bell's not hitting you because you are so flowy. And look for that, because remember, what your brain is looking for, it will find. It wants to prove you right. So look for the grace in your power. Oops, those were swings. 2, 3, and the clean. Keep that bell nice and close. Squat it out. Absorb that weight with your squats. Set that down pretty. And enjoy your rest. Do that nice little check-in. Remember, we want to rest as hard as we worked, with the same intensity, with the same length, with the same desire and intention. And when we do this cardio piece that we're doing on these nice little mini workouts that we're doing with nice breaks in between are going to have you feeling more and more connected to yourself rather than disconnected from yourself. Okay, so here's what we're doing. You're going to grab a bit heavier weight, okay? 15 kettlebell swings. We're going to rest for 30 seconds. Then we're going to do 4 dead, clean, hang clean, and a thruster. Bring it back down. Dead clean, hang clean, thruster. We're going to take a break, 30 seconds, and then we're going to front squat, 5 on each side. I'm here for you. That was your first presentation of that, hearing it. Okay, so take a moment and just absorb that. Notice whatever you did with that. You're like, what? Don't worry, I'm here for you. Okay, we're going to do this together. Let's connect to each other and trust that this is going to be an easy thing for us. How are we going to show up? And you can have a different weight for the kettlebell swings that you do for this work, for the cleans and the squats if you want. So have 2 bells ready if you want. We're going to come on in, find our tripod. Wait for everyone to find their bell. Gorgeous. You're going to do the exact same setup. When we continue the exact same setup, the body likes repetition, goes to autopilot. Oh, I know what we're doing. Okay, so that inhale, that exhale, the hips back, feel the hamstrings, feel the lats, and here we go. 15. Remember, be with this the whole part. Remember, your breath can help you. It kind of gives you cues too. Does it feel like you're like letting everything go and not holding your core? Does it feel like you're holding your core too much? Can you just let it help give you cues of maybe what you need to feel in your body? I literally haven't been counting. Okay, I see you guys are done. Excellent. Okay. Take a break. Shake it out. We got 30 seconds. Okay. We're going to come on in, have that single bell in about 10 seconds here. Okay. So remember, we're stepping over. We're going to dead clean, hang clean, thruster 4. We'll set the bell down between these sides, okay? So find yourself over your belt. Take an inhale, exhale, shove the hips back, find your hamstrings, find your lats. Here we go. And clean, and hang, clean, and thruster. Bring it down to your shoulder, bring it down to the ground, and clean. Hang, clean, and thruster, pull it down, and down to the ground, clean, and down to hang, and clean, and thruster, and down to the ground, and clean, and hang, and clean, and thruster, and down to your shoulder, and back down to that position on the ground. Careful. Now, just want to show you what I noted. I wasn't really watching through the whole thing. I will on this side. Everyone, when you were done, this is what happened. You went, oh, I'm done. Not done till that hand is off the bell and you've done the drop down. So just note that. Those are the small things in our life about being to the next thing. That's how we can bypass little pieces of us, and we do that repeatedly over. That's that layering in the direction that we don't want, while we're trying to layer in the direction of awareness and consistency and being in it. And we keep doing a rep, like, oh, I did that good, I don't have to do it anymore. Okay, so just calling that out for yourself. Be present to the very end. Okay, take an inhale and exhale. Bring the hips back, find the hamstrings, find the lats. Have patience to hit your zipper. I have this wrong. Everyone stand up. Thanks for listening. That was great. You guys followed me well. We're supposed to be over the bell. You guys probably were doing it. All right, inhale, exhale, same thing. Find your lats. Here we go. And dead clean. Good. And hang. Good. And clean. And pull yourself down in your squat and press through your feet. Up we go. Pull that down to your clean position and back down to the floor. Yes. And clean. And hang. And clean. And thruster. Pull it back down. Good. Down to the floor. And clean. And hang. Good. And clean. And thruster. Pull it back down. We have one more. Watching you. Is that it? Is that it? Well, we'll do one more. Clean. And hang. And clean. And thruster. Pull it down. Finish it on the ground. Good work. I love it. There was lots of intention there. Good. Awesome. Take a good little break here. We're going to go back to the swings, but something I just want you guys to take a moment and think about here is when we're coming down, we don't want to bring our shoulder and down. Okay? So remembering those games of chicken we've played in weeks past, when you're coming here, I want you to let that elbow go and notice how close that hand comes in this. So really trying to think, how can I keep this belt closer? Okay, so even noticing there, Kate, pay attention that you came here and you showed it, but you went like this. The elbow did not do a little row and punch. Row and punch. Row, punch, row, punch. Okay, so pay attention if you're actually doing it, because if your arm is coming across like this, you're pulling from just the elbow. I want you to think I'm using this part, pull it up, and then punch up, okay? So take that and notice. I think everyone can benefit from a little less energy suck. Let's go ahead and go into your swings. Maybe you're a little heavier. This is your last round here. Go ahead. And is it swings? It is. It is. Just go for it. Yep. 15 swings. Remember, I didn't keep track of 10 numbers. Go for it. Yeah. Really feel your hips go back. Stand up tall. Everything that you've been warming up. Keep your big toes anchored to the floor. so that you feel that you can get to the back side of those hips and the bottom of the swing. Yes. Now notice where you're looking. This matters too. You got to find your gaze that you keep looking at the same place on the top and the bottom. Good. And it shouldn't be too high so our neck doesn't do this. The goal is keep the chin level, right? So we want to find that spot in our swings where that happens. We'll continue to work on that throughout. You got 30 seconds or 20, 30 seconds here. And then we're moving on in to that single arm work, okay? So we're going to go hang clean, dead clean, thruster for 4. You guys go ahead. I think that's about 30 seconds. Stepping over top of that bell. Good. And clean it up. Think about how we're keeping that upper back helping us. Yep. And then hang clean. Good. On the way down, make sure you're bringing it close. Imagine a line right in front of you that bell is following in the middle of you. That's the goal. Good. Careful of that shoulder on the way down. I want you to notice if that's you. Good. Yeah, that was better. Good. Now just note, can you pause, Deb, at the top? Where your bell is. It's on the outside of you. Your knuckles should be under your chin, elbow towards your hip. Yeah. And you can just curl that wrist in. That's gorgeous, like that. Yep. That's where we want to go to. So if we come out here, that's going to be a harder energy to bring further away from your center of mass, right? Oh, that was good. Nice. And then that loosening of the grip will also help as you're doing that, right? So when you're doing this, your hand is like, let go. From here to here, the hand has let go. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Take your bracelet you need in between and then go to the other side. Yes. Good. Feel that you are so energy efficient. Good. Yes, Kate. That was a good one. Nice. Opening those hips to absorb that weight and a takeoff. Yes. Nice, Chris. Now just notice your neck there. I'm going to get you to, in the next one, pause in the bottom when you hang clean. So hang clean. Yep. I want you to bring your chin down just a tap. Chin down. Yep, right there. That's where we want to be. Yeah. Good. You guys are crushing it. Any little changes that we make, right? Remember, it's not going to feel perfect. Don't go 1 rep, think you're going to change it, and then go, oh, you got to get on a lot of reps with this new way of feeling. So give yourself kindness, patience. Good. And when you're done, just take a nice little break because we're going to move on to 2 new moves, 3 moves, 3. We forgot the front squats in this whole thing, so sorry about that. That's okay. I missed a whole move. I think we still got some good work. We will get some squats in the next one. Don't you worry. Okay? All right. Nice work. Those were great. Those were great. Okay. So we are going to come on in and do, I'm just going to put 2 of these. We're going to do 12 hand-to-hand swings. Okay, so now you're going to get 6 swings on each side, and you're just going to switch them up. I invite you to keep the same weight, okay, that you had for your other swings. Should feel the same. We're just working on anti-rotational work, okay? So that'll be the first one. And then we're going to go ahead and take this into, we are going to do, 4 cleans, 4 push presses, and 5, or yeah, 3 cleans, 4 push presses, and 5 squats. Okay, we got it? You cool with that? You cool with it? So let's just go ahead, start off with your swings, same bell you were just swinging with, hand to hand, set yourself up, right? Inhale, exhale, hips go back, find your hamstrings, find your lats. Where's your gaze? And keep that gaze. Here we go, single arm, switching at the top. Find that moment of pause. Finding the grace here. Make this feel more rhythmic, right? 6 on each side. 12, yes. Feel that float. Once you've got 12 under your belt, set it down really pretty. We're gonna go ahead. Actually want to clean these first. Not really making a lot of sense today. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, I got it. I'm changing this up on the fly, as you can notice. And so if you feel a little confused, guess what? Oh my. So we'll just shake off that confusion. Here's what we're doing. 3 cleans, 4 push presses, and 5 squats. We are going to challenge ourselves to do a single arm swing. Actually, and then go back into the cleans on the other side. Yes, that's what we're doing. And then we're going to do the push press, and I will be here with you. Let's go for it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's do these swing cleans. So we're gonna have that bell out in front of us on the side that we're working on, and we're going to go for swing cleans for 3. All right, so let's go ahead, lock and load that. Find yourself, everyone's in, yeah. 3 swing cleans and then pause at the top. 2, 3. And then we're gonna go for 4 push presses. 2, 3, 4. Find yourself in the front rack and 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause at the top. Do a hand-to-hand swing. And then into 3 swing cleans. And then 3 push presses. And then, sorry, it was 4 push presses. Oh, Amy. And 5 squats. And set that down really pretty. Oh. We got 1 more round of that, and then we are done for today. How are we feeling? Good. We got about 20 more second break. And then we're going to move on in to those hand-to-hand swings. This is your last circuit of the day, your last kettlebell and heart iron cardio, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to find those hand-to-hand swings for 12. On in and set it down gorgeous. Take your break. Yeah, you guys are moving like rock stars this morning. So good. All right, about 15 more second break. We're moving on in to those 3 swing cleans, 4 push presses, 5 squats. Switch it off to the other side and repeat on the other side. Okay, let's take our moment, get it on the side that we want. Do that inhale, that exhale, that load. Find our tension, and when you're ready, go for it. 3 of these. Put your feet right, 4 push presses. The camera. Find that front rack, change up your stance, go for your squats. Take that moment, play that chicken with that bell side to side, and clean it up. Or 3. Then find your feet in the right spot and push press for 4. Pull it in. Find your rack, find your feet. Last squats of the day. for 5. Set it down next. Take your moment. Finish that off. Put it down pretty. Notice how you feel. Oh, remember, we need to recover. Great as we work. Bring in any of your known strategies that help you find calm. And remember, don't do your calming strategies with the same intensity that you just worked. Careful, you might be doing that. And if you do, you can just smile at yourself and go, oh, right. Okay, we have to settle this down. We're using this to settle down. Notice how you're feeling here. We're going to finish off a couple stretches, and I'll get you guys out of here to finish off your day. All right, so we're just going to come on in and invite you to sit back with your hands behind you and just open your chest here. Bend your elbows slightly. And just push your chest forward. Taking some breaths here, noticing if you're holding in, you might have a couple shakes from what we did. There might be sweat dripping. Can you move in to open out through the chest? Oh, take your breath into the chest. Bring that stretch from the inside out. Maybe notice your neck needs to move at all. Whoa, I just had the craziest thing happen. My neck just cracked and like I can hear better out of my left ear. Oh, that's so cool. We're going to go ahead and just bring your feet in from here if you can. Just try and lift up and bring it down. Lift up and bring it down. I'm going to go ahead and just bring one leg up. All right. And you're going to have, it's the opposite arm that's on the ground of the leg that's up. Let's just go ahead and open up through the side like this. Okay. Through the side. Just 3. And just go ahead and do that on the other side. Just nice little side stretch. And you don't even have to lift your hip, right? Just whatever feels right. Take a moment and let's come back into the heart. See what's available. Bend your elbows. Oh. Moving through that. Let's go ahead and bring that into the opposite side here and come on into a nice reaching child's pose. Let that chest be as open as it was. Take your head to one side. Move your head to the other side. Just letting everything settle in. Feel held by gravity. And we'll just bring one leg in. Oh, up into a lunge from here. Moving into those hips. One last little sway side to side. Go ahead and switch sides here. Come on up. And just sway that side to side in whatever way feels good for you. Just letting those hips release from all the work they just did. They might be a little bit holding in tight. And then come on out of that and let's just go ahead and lay on our backs and just starting with our toes, check in with your feet, check in. You get the idea. You can just work your way up your body, adding in some movement, bringing it up the legs. What does your body want to do with that? Want to bring them in, want to do circles. Bring your mind's eye to your pelvis. What does it need right now? Think about underneath your rib cage and inside your belly, all your organs. Bring it up around your heart, across your chest, behind your rib cage. Notice those lungs. Bring it into your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, and all the pieces in between in the arms, the fingers, the hands. Maybe putting your hands on your head and just really maybe even nice little gentle pressure right around where your brain sits. Give it a nice like thank you with just a hug almost with your hands and maybe pulsing that in and out. Take a moment to feel behind your eyes, behind your cheekbones, the back of your head, inside your mouth and your jaw, teeth, and your tongue. Take your eyes and look around. Notice what you see. Notice what you hear. Notice how you feel here held on the ground and the clothes on your skin. Notice your breath and any smells that come in with your breath. Notice the lick of your lips and any flavors, and maybe do a nice big yawn in that mouth. Hard breath, and then slowly bring yourself up and into this day. Take your time, set some intentions for your day. Give yourself gratitude for showing up. Thank your body. Take the time just to appreciate all that you are and who you are, every single piece of you. Have the best day.